just so the folks know that are listening to us, although there's a lot of loss, there's a lot of pain, there's also an abundance of joy in the film.
Yes.
You find yourself smiling and laughing throughout. So many of the guys are just so charismatic and funny and just, I mean, so let's talk a little bit about the joy of the film.
Yes.
Yeah, I can say the joy was one of the most pertinent things Giselle and I really wanted to make sure we conveyed, because a lot of times people often associate Nigeria, Africa at large with poverty porn.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the case. Like, Giselle and I, as we were doing research for this film, we saw Vogue spreads, ID magazine, all this young, youthful Lagos youth culture where they have like rebellious clothing lines, where they have like YouTube shows, where they're hosting their own, dance competitions. And we wanted to really, a podcast, like how Timmy had his own podcast, Queer City Podcast, and we really wanted to show the vibrancy of it, the happiness of it all. Is so important because, as we know, as Black people, every time we tell a story, they want us to attach it to slavery or some sort of sad, downtrodden narrative. And so in this case, it's like, in order to, like, part of us as documentary filmmakers is, like, the power that we have is, like, being a part of changing the world that we want to see. So we wanted to be able to have images with African queer faces on it that exude joy, because people associate imagery with truth when you look at like filmmaking, because the medium that's so influential to how people view the world. So in this case, we wanted to make sure we had happy faces, joy, dancing, freedom of self-expression, because like when we went to go talk to some of the people in the film, they're like, I've never even ever seen another queer Nigerian. They're experiencing the same thing that I just said I experienced at the Pride Parade. And a lot of people in the world have never seen this before. So it's like, if we're going to show it, we're going to show it attached to joy. So that will be the association with the community psychologically. And so we use vibrant colors. We chose to immerse the specific lenses to immerse the audience, to make them feel connected and intimate with the subjects. So all of those decisions were very intentional, because we saw so much beauty in it. And then we're like, how can we help create that intimacy with the audience where they're telling their stories, but we have fun. We dance in the theater. They play music. When we went to the parties, the boys weren't just playing Nigerian music. They played music from the U.S. They love pop culture. They love Celine Dion, Elton John, and, and they wear all these different types of fabrics, and they leave their stomach out, and, like they twerk, and all those things are like relatable to American culture as well, but they come from Africa. And so we really wanted to put some respect and some levity to it.